Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Tuesday, July 28th, 2015. I am your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Now for the news in detail. The Nevis Pan Ensemble, Sweet Sticks, and the Dulce 5 were announced as victors in their respective categories of the second annual Basil Manners Steel Pan Contest hosted by the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation yesterday, Monday, July 27th, at the Grillhall Stevens Netball Complex. The Steel Pan competition, which consisted of 3 segments, saw 2 local steel pan groups participating in the event. The participants for the Primary School Championships segment were Sweet Sticks, conducted by Rohan Claxton, and the Charlestown Primary School, conducted by Gavin Patterson. For the Adult Pan competition segment, the Nevis Pan Ensemble, conducted by Rohan Claxton, and the Steel on Fire, conducted by Gavin Patterson, participated. For the final segment, the 5-a-side competition, Fire 5, conducted by Gavin Patterson, and the Dulce 5, conducted by Rohan Claxton, participated. Director of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, Keith Scarborough, announced the winners.
In the primary school category, playing King Chubby Miss Torres, the points are as follows. Charlestown Primary School, Panjamas, 408.5. Sweet Sticks, Rohan Claxton, 423.5. So the winner for the primary school is Sweet Sticks with 423.5. For the adult pan, Kitchener's Pan in A minor, Steel on Fire, 449.5. 449.5. Nevis Pan Ensemble, 451.5. So the winner of the adult section is Nevis Pan Ensemble. For the 5-a-side, playing a song of their choice, Fire 5, 432 points. Fire 5, 432 points. Dulce 5, 453 points.
In response, conductor of the 3 winning steel pan groups, Rohan Claxton, congratulated the students.
It's not so much about the competition, and the competition is just to create an avenue for the kids them to be motivated to play. So we're hoping that this will continue in good spirits, and some people don't see it as, you know, as a competitiveness and just get vexed for nothing. It's just, we came with a plan, we executed our plan, the players, the pan players executed well, and I say congrats to them. And thank you very much, Nevis people, for supporting us.
Claxton also thanked the parents and the students for their support and contribution to the Shazando School of Music. The criteria for the steel pan competition were arrangement, music, presentation, tone, and rhythm. The Nevis Cultural Development Foundation hosted the Livingston Black Liebert Masquerade competition alongside the Steel Pan competition, where the Sylvester Masqueraders of St. Kitts were announced winners. Making the announcement was Director of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, Keith Scarborough.
In 3rd place, with 997.5 points, Valon Masquerade out of St. Kitts. In 2nd place, with a total of 1,055.5 points, Huggins Masquerade out of St. Kitts. And the champion Masquerade group with 1,204.5, Sylvester Masquerade out of St. Kitts.
Participating in the competition were the Grassroots Masqueraders, the Combined Rollins Masqueraders, and Cotton Ground Masqueraders. Also participating out of St. Kitts were the Sylvester Masqueraders, Vallon Masqueraders, and Huggins Masqueraders. The competition consisted of 3 segments, namely the quadrille and slow dance, the fine fine or partner dancing, and the wild mass or limbo dancing. Yesterday, Monday, July 27th, the 3rd edition of Poets in the Square got started at the War Memorial Square in Charlestown. The event, which runs during the lunch hour every day during Culturama Week, highlights the spoken word and relevant artists. The event organizer over the years has been former Culturama chairperson Dr. Patricia Bartlett, and hosting the daily activity has been cultural enthusiast Chesley Pharaoh Davis.
Promoting the arts that speak to culture, one of the arms of the arts is poetry, the spoken word. And for the past 3 years, this is the 3rd year, we're in this square here that speaks to our fallen heroes in the wars of World War I and II. This is Memorial Square. And for the past 3 years, we've been here doing poetry in the square during the main week of Culturama Festival.
The feature for this year is On the Games We Play. Artists appearing yesterday included Panko, Carol Wallace, Iggy, Clara Smithen, and Roger Williams.
This one is entitled On the Brink of Success. On the brink of success I stand, with fire in my heart and peace on my back. To leap with the frogs of freedom, I stand firm with peace abound, jumping and shouting, laughing and crying, going and coming. Sadness rises like the hot air of hells, burns my soul and hurts my desire, destroys my passion and cannon my freedom like the anvils of war. On the brink of success I stood, because my comrades have betrayed me, watering down my fire, sinking hatred on my jukebox. Now that the game is over, on the brink of success I stand, I sit, I live. Thank you.
Being featured for this week is Trinidadian spoken word artist Darren Sandy, who did a few pieces yesterday.
This is spoken word poetry, rhythm, defined as timed and measured movement in space. When words enter into this memorial square space, it becomes spoken word, because when words shoot at such a lyrical pace, I say when words shoot at such a lyrical pace, I say when words shoot at such a lyrical pace, ears can fully embrace its sweetness, especially when displayed in the fleetness of alliteration and the uniqueness of rhyme and the neatness of metaphor. With one line you could penetrate the concrete confines of a man's mind.
The event is streamed daily on the Culturama website. Simply log on to www.culturamanevis.com and sign up to watch for free. Here now is a notice from the Premier's Ministry dated July 27, 2015. The general public in Nevis is notified that nominations for the 2015 National Honours Awards are open for the categories of Order of National Hero, Star of Merit, and Medal of Honour. Nomination forms are available at the Premier's Ministry at Bath Hotel. Completed forms should be returned to the Ministry no later than Friday, August 7, 2015 for forwarding to the relevant committee. Please be guided accordingly. Coming up,
one of the initiatives that I wanted to take was to ensure that I impart my knowledge onto the youth.
Reigning Mr. Cool hosts dance workshop.
Yeah, tell me when you're ready.
Give me some space, give me some space, give me some space. Give me some room and make me mash up the place.
Culture is nice. And watch out, this is going to be the nicest culture.
Representing the beautiful island of Nevis, in this, the 10th staging of the Miss Caribbean Culture Pageant, I am Akeisha Fergus, inviting you to come on out and witness Caribbean beauties in splendor for a night filled with beauty, intelligence, and talent. The place to be for this momentous occasion is Queen City, Nevis, on August 1st and August 3rd. See you there.
Welcome back. Reigning Mr. Cool and newly appointed Youth Development Officer in the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Alfonso Henry, will be hosting a dance workshop beginning on Monday, August 17th to Friday, August 21st, 2015 at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. He outlined the details of the workshop.
The project that we're working on is a one-week dance camp. It is a camp for both males and females, as mentioned before, from ages 5 to 16, as this is our targeted audience. We intend to enhance the youth's knowledge of the arts, ensure that they get an appreciation for culture, not only Nevisian culture, but culture on a whole, and to promote them in a positive light, whilst asking them to channel their creative energies into something positive.
Henry then outlined the various genres of dance his workshop would cover.
As the facilitator, I would be focusing on two genres of dance, which would be African dance, more so West African dance, and Afro-Caribbean dance, which would include both the masquerade, the clowns, and also Caribbean folk dances.
According to the facilitator, the age groups of the participants and their times are as follows: ages 5 to 8, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., 9 to 12, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and ages 13 to 16, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Interested participants are asked to collect registration forms at the Department of Youth and Sports, upstairs, Reliable Motors. The Gingerland Public Library, in collaboration with the Department of Agriculture, on Friday, July 24th, hosted the 25th Annual Environmental Awareness Program at the Gingerland Public Library under the theme Promoting Agricultural Productivity for Food Security. Librarian at the Gingerland Public Library, Yvette Liebert, explained that the 3-week program was targeted at students of the high schools, which saw 29 participants, the upper primary school that saw 21 participants, and the lower primary school that saw 28 participants. The topics discussed included agriculture and its benefits, crop and animal health, food security, and agro-processing. Liebert also outlined the overview of the program and stated what the children were exposed to.
They discovered that the Department of Agriculture focuses on food production and food security, food processing, plant and animal health, among other things. They also discovered that agriculture is important for our survival as well as our country's economic development, because we see this as a way forward for our country, our people, and our future.
Delivering the feature address was Keith Lee Ambry, Director of Agriculture.
The objectives of the program to introduce and reinforce the benefits of agriculture, to introduce and reinforce the benefits and the understanding of the production of healthy crops and animals, to recognize the importance of producing more food for ensuring food security, and to develop an awareness that processing available material will create a value-added product. I'm quite pleased to know that all of these have been met. During the 3 weeks course, you were exposed to topics such as agriculture and its benefits, crop and animal health, food security, and agro-processing. The skills and information that you acquired during this 3-week program, I'm quite certain is more than adequate to enable you, the participants, to successfully carry out some form of agricultural pursuit.
Amri stated that the Department of Agriculture is attempting to get more persons interested in agriculture and is pleased to know that through the program, at least one individual is interested in pursuing a career as a veterinarian. The program included an item by Jerisia Elliott, a song by the participants, and a poem by the lower primary participants and Vion Keynes. The ceremony concluded with Marisha Walters distributing certificates of completion. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.